no, you can never take a day off in this game. I mean, you have to be mentally alert and mentally ready at all times. That's what was my problem. The days before that, the 2 days before that, had completely mentally distracted me, and I was just mentally I wasn't there. So yeah, no, you can't take a day off, and then when you do, you get voted off, as I was. I actually did that. Actually did think about using it that night, the night I was voted off, but once again, I just my head went in the game. It was just too much stuff going on that last few days, and I just wasn't focused. I mean, it was just one of those days, and I just didn't I didn't pull the trigger when I should have. My strategy with the hidden immunity idols were to keep them around as long as I could to like around 6 or 5. So I didn't get a chance to do that. I mean, I had clues and things I should have used them, but I was just mentally drained that day. It was one of the most taxing days of my life. So I mean, I wasn't focused as I should have been to catch the clues that were given to me. But yeah, it was to keep them around like 6 and 5 and just work from then on. The hardest part for me was dealing with all the personalities. I'm not really a personality guy. I mean, I'm not kind of antisocial, but not the most talkative guy of the group, definitely. So I mean, just dealing with all those different personalities and having to stay around those people. I mean, it was odd for me. It was just weird. I mean, I got used to it, but not really. I'm sure people back home will notice a change in me, but the simple fact that I'll be more, I guess, sociable, maybe. I won't have the anxiety I usually have about just walking up to people and talking to them, because I mean, that's going to be surprising. Um, Yeah, I mean, I went through the woods. I've starved. I've been on, I had to eat rice that was moldy, and I had to catch my own fish and make fire with a flint. I mean, yeah, I'm sure I have changed a lot, and people will notice it when I get back home. I probably would never do that. On the weekends, I'm working anyway, so it'd be hard pressed for me to find time to go and do that leisure activity of fishing or camping and stuff, because I work at night at clubs, and then I bury people during the day. So I mean, I'm pretty much busy from Thursday through Monday anyway. So no, I doubt I'll ever do this camping thing again. The survival aspect was really hard. I mean, I knew that was gonna be hard because I've seen the show before. But actually catching the fish, my first fish I did catch, I did kind of freak out because I'm like, all right, I know how to catch the fish, but what do you do with the fish after it's actually caught? Do you kill him? Do you beat him? What you do? It's like a big ordeal. I mean, I got accustomed to it. It wasn't that bad once I got around the hang of it. So I mean, it was just odd at first. It was hard, dealing with fish after you catch them. You didn't realize you really had to cook them, and I mean, you had to kill them and then do all that other stuff. And boiling water really wasn't that bad, but yeah, the outdoors was kind of traumatic at the beginning, but I got the hang of it at the end. That was cool. My finest memory has to have been when I caught my second fish of my life. 'Cause that thing was huge. I mean, and the funny thing is, I completely freaked out when I did catch it and messed up everything when I caught it. Because then I realized that once you do catch a fish, it's still alive. And you have to do something with this big animal and try to figure out that, you just can't grab him because it has spikes, which I got spiked. Then you can't do the whole little mouth thing unless you know how to do it, because he bit the hell out of me. So I was going to beat him with the stick, but then I couldn't find any sticks. So I just wrapped them up in the net. So, I mean, it was funny. I mean, it made me laugh, and it's one of those good memories. I finally caught a fish, and it was a big fish. I didn't get to cook or eat the fish, but one of the mere facts that I did catch finally a decent-sized, man-sized fish was a good memory. Everything happens for a reason. I mean, I just had a bad day. Bad days happen. I mean, you just go on and move on from there. There's no such thing as a what if, because what if I wouldn't have decided to come over here? I mean, there's so many what ifs. It's countless to think about. It would hurt your head thinking about that stuff. So I'm definitely not a what if person. So I won't be what ifing about if I would have played the Immunity Idols or not. No, I wasn't upset. I mean, I kind of figured it was going to happen. I just didn't think it was going to happen that soon because it didn't make any sense for it to happen that soon. I'm not surprised that they jumped the ball and completely messed that thing up about having the numbers and keeping things going to where they're in the actual position to win. Right now is pretty much a fair shot for anybody. So, I mean, they pretty much messed over themselves, which I was trying not to do. I've been telling them not to eat that apple, stay away from that temptation this whole time. And they ate it. So they're going to enjoy, now I'm going to enjoy watching them eat that apple and look at themselves being, damn, maybe he was right. We were out here naked when we could have been happy frolicking and not knowing any better. Got rid of everybody and focused on what we had to do. Now it's going to be a struggle to the end.